Hello again everyone, and welcome to my craft room at stampinginthevalley.com. This video is not just for card making, and most of my videos are not really just for card making, even though I make cards all the time. You can use the techniques for scrapbooking also. So this evening I want to go over with you how to use the Flower Patch stamp set that is offered in a bundle with the dies, the Flower Fair framelit dies. It comes in a bundle, so you get 15% off. And even though I've made all of these cards, what we're going to do this evening is just make this embellishment, because this would look adorable even on a scrapbook page. Pretty flower. Some dimension to it. And you know how expensive something like this is, you know, if you go to buy it in a store. And we're just going to make it with some simple cardstock and ink. So let's go over these cards first. I've made one here with the Lost Lagoon and Hello Honey, and I've used Mossy Meadow and Pear Pizzazz, and some DSP right here from the Moonlight Designer Series paper stack. I love this paper stack. I plan on doing a lot with this. So this card, I love. This is so pretty. Love the Lost Lagoon. Did pop that up with some dimensionals, the white, although I have the background down with some snail. Then I also made an embellishment for the inside. How pretty. This card right here I wanted to show you, because this I did not use the framelits at all. I just used the stamp set. And this is a stamping off technique, and we're going to do that this evening, and I'll show you how to do it. This one I made, again, I used the framelits to cut out the center, that little teeny tiny center there, and pop that up just a little bit for just a little contrast on this card. And here you see a larger embellishment, and this is Blackberry Bliss that is stamped off one time. Love doing that. I used some smaller leaves there, and really into the Hello Honey stamped off because I love that color of yellow. I hope you can see that. And then again, Blackberry Bliss, and you can always add some butterflies for embellishment. Just beautiful. So let's go through and start to get the stamping done. And you want to, when you use the polymer stamp set, you want to go ahead and invest in the foam paper piercing mat, because you get a better stamp when you use the polymer if you have a background that has just a little bit of give to it. This is pretty solid, but it is a little bit spongy. So I'm just going to bring in some Whisper White cardstock. This is just scrap. And let's see, well, let's use some Hello Honey, Mossy Meadow, Lost Lagoon, and Pear Pizzazz. Okay. So, I want to take the Lost Lagoon first. And when you stamp off, and you can see I've been making a lot of these cards. I've got a whole set of them now going on. And I like to stamp off on a piece of scratch paper. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's see, I'm going to put this underneath this right here. Okay. And we're going to take our solid polymer stamp. In the box, you get 3 sheets of polymer stamps. Let me show that to you right quick. When you open this up, this is the way the polymers come. So you get 3 cards of the polymers. Okay, now, so I'm using the solid and the Lost Lagoon. So ink it up, and you can see right through this stamp. So you can see exactly how much ink you're laying down. I've used polymers before and haven't been really pleased with them, but this Stampin' Up! Has really perfected the polymer stamp. So I'm already seeing that I don't have it inked up all the way, so I went back over it. Now I'm going to come here and stamp off, take a little bit of color off, and then I'm going to come right here and hold it down, kind of pressing over top. I don't know if I'm in camera or not. Right there. Pressing. Isn't that beautiful? I love that color of blue. You know, and if you were going for something bold, of course you could. But I'm going for a little bit of a beachy, kind of summery look. Okay? So that. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you is that when you mount these polymers and you touch them, you do get, I forgot one, you do get some oil from your fingers that transfers onto the stamp. So you'll always want to clean them either with your baby wipe or your Stampin' scrub. I have a Stampin' scrub. Let me go ahead. See the way that I'll mount it and then I'll push on it with my fingers and you get the oil from your fingers on the polymer stamp. And that can displace some ink. So I use my Stampin' scrubber. Like I said, if you use a baby wipe, use that. And now with this one, I want to bring in my Hello Honey. Close this up. Okay. And again, I'm going to ink it up, and I'm looking right through the stamp, and I've got a nice solid color. So I'm going to stamp off. And I do that quick when I stamp off. It's just kind of a down, let it sit for a second and up. You don't want the paper to absorb all the ink, okay? And then I'm going to come over here, and now I'm going to hold it so that the paper does absorb what ink is left. And I love this color of yellow. Isn't that beautiful? Wow, I really, really like that. Okay, now, I mounted this little one right here. And let's see, let's use some Tangelo Twist. With that, you could always grab ink, right? Okay, so I ink it up again, stamp off, and I'm going to bring that right here. And I don't like the way that colored. Do you see that? How I didn't have it stamped off in one area? So just do it again. We'll flip that over. Oh, I see the mistake that I made there. I guess my finger got in the way. So, I try to work in camera with everything, but, okay, let's stamp off. Solid, nice and solid. Okay, I'm going to move that out of the way. We'll bring this back in. And now I do hold it for just a few seconds and let the ink absorb it. I love it. Look at those three colors together. Okay, that's Lost Lagoon, Hello Honey, and Tangelo Twist. Just stamped off once, so you get a whole different look. Okay, now let's close that up. And the Hello Honey. And let's see. Open the Mossy Meadow. And I like the Pear Pizzazz with the Mossy Meadow because if you two-step stamp, the solid stamp is supposed to be light. Bring my paper back in. So, remember when you two-step, the first solid stamp is the lightest color, okay? So I'm going to bring in and ink that up with the Pear Pizzazz. And I'm going to stamp it off right here. Okay, and then I'm going to stamp it on right here. And this is the leaf that has the little scallops. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to take the leaf that is solid, okay, without the scallops. And again, I'm going to use the Pear Pizzazz. Okay, make sure we got that nice and solid. I'm going to stamp off. Okay, now I'm going to bring it back here and stamp on. That's nice and light. How beautiful. I love it. Maybe that's too light. Think so? I do. Okay, let's do it again. So I stamped off too hard. You can never really make a mistake. You just go back over and do it again. Okay, so we're going to stamp off quickly. Good. And then I'm going to come back this way. Stamp off. Yeah. I think we'll get a better shade of green that way. Yeah, okay, like that. All right, now I'm going to bring in this stamp that has the leaves on it. And we're going to use our Mossy Meadow. And Mossy Meadow is a very deep, rich color. And I'm going for more of a pastel look here, so I definitely want to stamp this off. Okay, and it's still going to be dark. Let me turn this so I can do this with you guys. Just in case you've got the stamp set and are following with me, you know, you could always order the stamp set and then watch the video and make your cards the way that I do. Okay, now we stamped on. I love that. Isn't that fantastic? Two-step stamping. Okay, again, ink up with the Mossy Meadow. Stamp off. And I'm going to bring it over to this one right here. Stamp on. I teach a card making class. Oh, I missed it. I'm off a little bit. No, I'm not. Oh, I thought I missed it, but I didn't. That came out good. Okay, I teach a card making class in Johnson City, Tennessee, and it's at the Princeton Art Center. You can call them to see when my next date is. I'm going to set a date in September in the next couple of days. And now what we want to do is take this and bring the Big Shot in. I have a magnetic platform. Of course, if you have the regular plate, you could always adhere things down with some sticky notes, no problem. Love the Big Shot. They're having a big sale with the Big Shot right now. So if you are looking to purchase one for the holidays, now's the time to do it. Let's see, the Big Shot is $99.95 and you will get a free bundle. There are 5 bundles to pick from. The Flower Patch is not in this promotion, but there are 5 bundles to pick from and they are beautiful. So go to my website at stampinginthevalley.com. I just made a really quick, about minute and 30 video about it, and you can see what the special is there. And while you're there, just sign up on my mailing list. And whenever I'm doing something, or I do a newsletter every now and again, I don't bombard you with email. Okay, so let's see, are we lined up? No. Put that over here. Okay, and now we're going to talk about these framelits. Stampin' Up! Realizes that we've had a little problem with lining them up. So some of the newer framelits that are coming out will have a tab where you need to line it up. Okay, and it's going to be fantastic. It's like you can't fail. It's fail safe. So I just kind of rotate it around or try to find something that's predominant and just kind of work the little puzzle, because it is just like a little puzzle. Let's see, that might come around, because that, see this one right here, it has that little part of the flower that comes up a little bit. So I'm trying to fit this all in on one. There we go, good. And now we're going to bring in this framelit that has, that's the solid one. I'm probably off camera. And this is the scalloped one. And this is how you could just cut everything out at one shot. And you guys know, if you were to make an embellishment like this, I mean, or buy an embellishment like this, what the cost would be. So here I am with just some simple cardstock and ink. I want to bring this, let me bring this out of the way so I can show you how I've lined that up on my magnetic platform just to send it through one time. Okay? We'll put that back on the Big Shot. Now, as you can see, I use my Big Shot a lot. And now, what I do with the Big Shot is I take the sandwich that I've made, I push it through until the handle comes to me just a little bit, and then I grab it, I hold on to the top, and just crank it through. My ladies in my card class absolutely love when I bring the Big Shot, because they really like to make all of the embellishments that we do with framelits. Framelits are so much fun. You know, I think I've had some videos where, like with a framelit, I've made a little tag, a little fold-over tag, a little card, if you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Of course, you can watch all my videos and little tricks of the trade that I have done for you guys. If I learn it, I like to pass it on to you guys. Look at this. Look how crisp. You never get a frayed edge when you're using a framelit. Beautiful. Just take all of this off of here and punch it out. I love stamping and doing framelits. It's so much fun. It's so much fun to create your own embellishment because, you know, you'll never have the same one twice. Look at this one that I made right before this video. This is with the Tangelo twist. I stamped off the Hello Honey and the Lost Lagoon and Pear Pizzazz and some Mossy Meadow, and I used, here I did not stamp off the Pear Pizzazz, but there I did. So that gives it a little bit more shading. Now we're going to put this one together. What I do with these leaves, and see these two are both scalloped, and so now I've kind of, you know, mixed them up, scalloped and the curved one. So I'm going to put them on like this on the back of this. Like, how cute. Okay, you want to get a little snail. And I just take the snail on the bottom of the stem on the printed side, on the stamp side, and just stick it on the bottom. And stick this one, let's go here. I want the bigger one on top. Stick it up a little bit more. How's that? Like that. Okay, now we're going to take our Hello Honey, and I'm going to get a dimensional. Pop it up. And then we're going to get our little embellishment here that we made and pop that up with a dimensional. You know, we boo-booed the other one, so it's on the other side. Now you can add a rhinestone or a pearl or anything you want to these pretty little flowers. Look at these cute embellishments. Isn't that adorable? I love those. Scrapbooking, card making, anything you want to do with those. This is done again with the Flower Patch stamp set and the framelits. If you like this video and like the videos that I do for you guys and the techniques, please subscribe by clicking on the box at the bottom of the video. Also, go to my website at stampinginthevalley.com to order any of your Stampin' Up! Products. I would love to earn your business, and with your first order, I will, of course, send you free catalogs. Remember, the holiday catalog is coming out, so if you want a big shot, now's the time to get it. You get free bundles. So check out my other video about the Big Shot sale. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.